Good morning, everybody. This is Super Mike 2164. Press the like button, press the share button, spread this message around your social media as soon as you get it. And well, this is what we're going to do is talk about the Security Council, Munich Security Conference in Germany, where Pfizer is located. Anyway. Why do people listen to Bill Gates? Let's see here.
We also face a new threat that the next epidemic.
Keep in mind, this is Saturday, 2017. 2017, he made this statement at the Munich Security Conference, which he has funded.
We also face a new threat that the next epidemic has a good chance of originating on a computer screen of a terrorist intent on using genetic engineering to create a synthetic version of the smallpox virus or a contagious and highly deadly strain of flu. Epidemiologists showed through their models that a respiratory spread pathogen would kill more than 30 million people in less than a year. And there is a reasonable probability of that taking place in the years ahead. We also face...
All right, so that was 2017, and we went through what we went through, right? A couple of years later. Yeah. So that's one reason why we listen to Bill Gates. Now, this just happened yesterday. That's Bill Gates and the leader of the World Health Organization, Tedros Adhanom. Of course, the Bill Gates does fund the World Health Organization, so he funds that as well. All right, let's listen to what he said here.
Where would you
just yesterday
assess where we are today in beating COVID-19?
Well, sadly, the virus itself, particularly the variant called OMICRON, is a type of vaccine. That is, it creates both B cell and T cell immunity, and it's done a better job of getting out to the world population than we have with vaccines.
Did he say that was sad? Listen to him. This is a man who could speak his mind. He don't care what you think. What you gonna do to him?
Well, sadly, the virus itself, particularly the variant called OMICRON, is a type of vaccine. That is, it creates both B cell and T cell immunity, and it's done a better job of getting out to the world population than we have with vaccines. If you do sero surveys in African countries, you get well over 80% of people have been exposed either to the vaccine or to various variants. And so, what that does is it means the chance.
Why do he keep wiping his nose? Also, Africa, why are you letting people do sero surveys on your population so he can have this type of information on your biology? Let's keep going.
Of severe disease, which is mainly associated with being elderly and having obesity or diabetes, those risks are now dramatically reduced because of that infection exposure. And, it's sad. We didn't do a great job on therapeutics. Only here 2 years in, do we have a good therapeutic? Vaccines, it took us 2 years to be in oversupply. Today, there are more vaccines than there's demand for vaccines. And, that wasn't true. And next time we should try and make it, instead of 2 years, we should make it more like 6 months, which certainly, some of the standardized platform approaches, including mRNA, would allow us to do that. So, it took us a lot longer this time than it should have.
Where would you assess?
So, next time, right? This is what the man says, next time.
Vaccines, it took us 2 years to be in oversupply. Today, therapeutics, only.
So it looks like they failed at doing something that they had an intention to do, but okay. Took them too long to get ready. All right. And he said that Omicron did a better job. Sadly, Omicron it did a better job at immunizing people. Interesting. Okay. That's what they said there. Munich Security Council. So Bill Gates said Friday that the risk of severe disease from COVID-19 have dramatically reduced, but another pandemic is all but certain. Speaking to CNBC's Hadley Gamble at Germany's annual Munich Security Council, Gates, co-chair of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, said that a potential new pandemic would likely stem from a different pathogen, something different to that of the coronavirus family. But he added that advances in medical technology should help the world do a better job of fighting it if investments are made now. We'll have another pandemic. It will be of a different pathogen next time, Gates said. 2 years into the coronavirus pandemic, Gates said the worst effects have faded as huge swaths of the global population have gained some level of immunity. Its severity has also waned with the last Omicron variant. However, Gates said that in many places that was due to the virus itself, which has created a level of immunity and has done a better job at getting out to the world population than we have with vaccines. The chance of severe disease, which is mainly associated with being elderly and having obesity or diabetes, those risks are now dramatically reduced because of that infection exposure, he said. Gates said it was already too late to reach the World Health Organization's goal to vaccinate 70% of the global population by the mid-2022. Currently, 61.9% of world population, 61.9%, has received at least one dose of the vaccine. So anyway, that's what they're talking about. Make sure you guys like and share. Tell us what you think. Have you seen Fauci anywhere? Have we? Well, let's try to find Fauci because I haven't seen him anywhere. Are the Democrats hiding Fauci? Is anybody hiding this guy? Where has he been? Let's just see what we get. Oh, there he is. So even California is saying time to live with it. Only 4 states still have indoor mask mandates. Only 4 states still have indoor mask mandates. Fauci sees crisis stage exit. Infectious disease expert Anthony Fauci said the U.S. is getting out of the pandemic crisis stage, as most states have announced plans to roll back indoor face mask mandates, with the exception of 4. Fauci said the pandemic is nearing an end in the U.S., telling Financial Times, as we get out of the full-blown pandemic phase of the COVID-19, which we certainly heading out of, these decisions will increasingly be made on a local level rather than decided or mandated. There will also be more people making their own decisions on how they want to deal with the virus. Okay, so that's why he's not being shown. He's saying that there's not going to be a federal push. It's going to be local, state, and we'll allow you guys to make your own decisions. So that's the news that you can use, guys. Like, share, spread, comment. Let us know what's going on in your world. Thank you.